Now, I ain't no Aunt Jemima, okay? First of all, let me just say that right now. Merry Christmas, and welcome back to another program. In today's picture, we'll be talking about quick and easy recipes that you can make at home. Y'all, something really weird has been going on. I don't know what has been happening. It happened in my last video. I don't know how to fix it. If somebody knows what's going on, please let me know, because this is weird. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Dishon King, and happy vlogmas. In today's video, we're doing what I eat in a day. This has been requested a while ago, but I thought I would just save it for vlogmas. So in today's video, I actually have some comfort food recipes. Now, I ain't no Aunt Jemima, okay? First of all, let me just say that right now. I'm not Mrs. Butterworth. I'm not Betty Crocker, Paula Deen and them. This is not Hell's Kitchen. I'm not Chef Boy RD. I don't really know my way around the kitchen like that, but you know, I'm slowly, getting back into the groove of things, especially now that the holidays are here and it's getting colder. A lot of people like hot, warm meals that are easy to make at home. So I thought I would just do this video for you guys today. So if you're interested in that, just continue watching. But before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to turn on my post notifications so you can be notified of all of my future videos. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about Vlogmas so far. First, we're gonna make bacon egg bites. So if you're familiar with the bacon egg bites from Starbucks, this is pretty much like the formula that I founded. I kind of made it up myself because I can't be going to Starbucks all the time. So first we're gonna crack 5 eggs, and then we're gonna get some black pepper. I like putting eggs in a bowl and, cooking them that way. And then we're gonna put some salt in there. I grew up watching my mom whisk the eggs in a bowl with a fork. So ever since then, I feel like that is the right way to do it. I don't know if that's like a Southern thing. So I'm just whisking away. Whisk, 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 stir, 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 stir. Stir in the pot, pun intended. Y'all know I like to stir the pot. And then if you want to add some fluff to it, then you can add some milk. I don't drink dairy, so I put in some almond milk. And then I'm just going to continue to whisk that. I added a little bit of some black pepper in there. So now we're going to get started on the bacon portion. This is actual like pork pig bacon. I didn't get turkey bacon. I personally don't like turkey bacon. You can substitute this for turkey bacon. I'm pretty sure it would taste the same. I just went ahead and just got the regular pork bacon, and I'm just aligning that on the foil. So fun fact, a lot of people don't know, but I used to work at a deli for a health food store. And at this deli, I used to have to make the bacon in the morning because the bacon would go to the sandwiches. So we would pre-cook the bacon and then put it in a pot. And I used to hate doing it because bacon just feels so greasy when it's raw. I personally like black pepper on bacon, so don't come for me when you see this. My dad was looking at me all confused and stuff, like, why you got black pepper on the bacon? And then I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the oven. Preheat your oven to like 350. I'm pretty sure that's like the standard. And of course, this would not be a what I eat in a day if I did not include my famous chai tea latte recipe. So y'all know that I have this every single day. So we're gonna start with the Tezo Classic Chai Latte Concentrate. It tastes a lot better with crushed ice in my opinion. And then we're gonna pour some almond milk in there. I kind of leaned into using vanilla almond milk. I used to use unsweetened, but now I get the vanilla kind. And sometimes I'll substitute this for oat milk. Also, if you saw the last Vlogmas video, I went grocery shopping and I found this bomb pumpkin spice almond milk creamer and it tastes so good. So I'm gonna pour some of that in my drink too. And then to top it off, I always put cinnamon powder on top, just like my Starbucks order. You know, the whole idea of this is to have Starbucks at home so I don't have to spend, 11 bones on a Starbucks order all the time, you know? So now the bacon is done. Look at that sizzling. Look at that. Look at that quality. Quality. Look at that angle. So it was very, very greasy. So I'm going to be separating this onto a different aluminum foil. I literally had to carefully take it out of the oven because grease was like spilling on the inside a little bit and I did not want to start a grease fire. So I was trying to be very careful. So I'm going to go ahead and separate the rest of the bacon onto a clean, separate aluminum foil. And then this is the fun part. So you're gonna cut the bacon in little tiny pieces, like as little as you can. And honestly speaking, if I had a food processor, this would probably be a lot easier. But yeah, I just took the time to just like cut up the little pieces of bacon because you're gonna end up adding the bacon to the egg mixture. And then I tried to compile it in like one big pile and like cut the pile just so I can make it smaller. And before we add the bacon, we're gonna put some chives in there. I love chives. Like when I go to the restaurant and have eggs, that's usually what they put in your eggs. So I personally wanted to put just a little bit in there. Looking back at this, I probably added way too much bacon than I actually needed. And I probably should have had the bacon cut even smaller, and I'll show you why in a second. Once you add all the ingredients into the eggs, then you whisk it again. And of course, before you put anything in a cupcake pan, you need to spray that down with some Pam, like some coconut oil or something, so that it doesn't stick to the pan. And I'm gonna continue to pour. At first I didn't pour enough into one of them, so I had to get more eggs. And then I realized I had way too much bacon on one of them, so I was trying to pick away from it. And then you're gonna put the eggs in the oven at 350. I think I put it at 350 or 375, I forget which one. And just look at the way that the eggs rise, like look at that. They look so good. And voila, this is the final masterpiece. And they taste pretty good too. They don't look exactly like the egg bites at Starbucks. We're gonna heat up the gas stove and make some chicken noodle soup. I'm gonna pour some Swanson chicken broth in a pot. Now, this isn't something that I make all the time. Like, I'll probably have soup maybe 2 times a year, 2-3 times a year. Like, I have to really be in a mood. I either have to be sick or it has to be like really rainy and I don't feel like having anything heavy. So I'm gonna chop up some celery. And let me just say one thing, I know good and well I'm not using the correct knife, okay? I could not find the right knife to cut these vegetables for the life of me. So I kind of just grabbed whatever. So y'all gonna watch me struggle cut the celery because I could not find the correct knife for the life of me. So I'm just saying that now, so I don't wanna hear nothing in the comments. I sound so aggressive, but yeah, I'm very aware of what I'm not supposed to be doing. I'm just being hard-headed. So I'm gonna cut the celery into little tiny pieces. I didn't really show myself cutting the carrots because it was just way too difficult, especially with that. I believe this is a steak knife. Like, why am I cutting the vegetables with a steak knife? I was honestly so over it at that point. And then I'm gonna put some Creole seasoning in the chicken broth. This is kind of what gives that spicy taste to it. A black meal is not a black meal without Lori's seasoned salt. Okay, like everybody got this in their house. And then I did put a little bit of some more water in there because when the broth boils and you put the vegetables and everything in there, the broth will, you know, dissolve in the vegetables. You're gonna actually end up adding more broth and water as you go. So I'm adding in the vegetables and I'm stirring and stirring. Use a wood spoon, okay? I learned that the hard way. Use a wood spoon because plastic will melt. This is truly like a beginner recipe. Next, I have my chicken tenderloins that I got from Publix. I always get the Green Wise chicken tenderloins. I don't ever get like Purdue or Tyson because I just don't trust it. I trust Publix Green Wise chicken. So I'm first gonna season it with some black pepper. Okay, just go around there, season it with some black pepper. And then I got this chicken seasoning. This was like a mixture of, I don't know, paprika and like other things. I forget what was all in it, but I was like, why not? I might as well use this. So I'm sprinkling that on there as well. And paprika is what's gonna give your chicken that dark color. Side note, I feel like most of my audience seasons their food, so I feel like I'm not really telling y'all anything new, but... And then next, we're gonna put some Jamaican jerk seasoning on there. I saw this in the cabinet, I was like, ooh, bet. I wanna be different. So I sprinkled that on there too. Now let me tell y'all, this Jamaican jerk seasoning, even though it's not the real deal Jamaican jerk, it still got some kick to it, which I do like, especially if you're gonna put this in some soup. If you are sick and you're trying to open yourself up, you should definitely put some Jamaican seasoning in your chicken when you're making chicken noodle soup because it does taste like it has some twang to it, which I do love. And then I'm gonna flip the chicken over and basically do the same exact thing that I did on the top, sprinkling the black pepper, chicken seasoning, the jerk chicken seasoning, and the paprika. And then lastly, you're gonna put the chicken in the oven at 375. I know some people fry their chicken when they make chicken noodle soup, but I prefer to bake it because I don't know, I just don't want to slave over a stove while I'm cooking. And then next, we're gonna finally go in with some noodles, the Renzoni bow ties. These taste so good, y'all. Now I had to edit this part because I had accidentally poured way too much noodles into the pot. And since the liquid is getting down, I'm just pouring more broth in there because as it continues to cook, it's gonna be seeping and seeping more into the vegetables. And plus, when I make soup, I prefer, you know, the actual meaty part of the soup. I don't like my soups to be too watery. And this is the chicken when it's done. It was really spicy. Not too spicy, but it was spicy. I probably went in a little bit too hard with the jerk, but it was still really, really good. And it waters itself down when you actually put it into the soup. So I'm just gonna pour that in there and then I'm gonna stir it. In between stirring, you're always gonna put the lid back onto your pot. And this is what it looks like when it is done. And that concludes today's picture. If you enjoyed today's program, and that concludes today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also turn on my post notifications to be notified of all of my future videos. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media linked below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Happy Vlogmas.